They're young.
His call is Jordan.
They're Geordie.
Gotta check myself out in the mirror. Sorted.
And they work in retail.
Hot man. I'm the employee of the month.
This is their story.
Oh no, stop, please.
Starring
I do a bit of the blue steel.
a male model in menswear and a designer boutique fashionista.
I'm not a materialistic person, but I do like to have materialistic things.
A starry-eyed sushi waitress
Ding, ding, ding-a-ling.
and a donut maker extraordinaire.
I think my maximum about 26 original glazed in one day.
A skater boy ladies man and a high-end chocolate aficionado.
Do you want a free chocolate from Bow Bunny today?
Bringing them together, we follow their highs
Drink a cock.
and their lows
I'm pissed off.
as they juggle the pressures of work life
Trying my best to work my way. I don't feel like I'm getting anywhere.
At the moment, it's like so hard to make a sale.
with their love lives.
Don't want a boyfriend, don't need a boyfriend.
Dicks everywhere.
This is what it's like being young,
I think the only thing I'm going to pull tonight's my muscles.
having fun,
Oh, that's fire.
and trying to get up for work the next morning.
Joseph, open your eyes.
Yo.
Welcome to retail therapy, like you've never seen it before. Tonight, aspiring model and waitress Helen tries to convert Metro Centre shoppers to sushi.
Have you ever tried sushi before?
No, I've not tried what?
Sushi.
No,
You ever wanted to try it?
no,
Do you know what it is?
no.
Donut King John turns pro with his fairy cakes.
Thank you very much. I hope you enjoy them. Big sale. I love it.
We meet shy shelf stacker Liam from Poundland, who dreams of a career change.
I would either like to become a holderer or maybe even a transferer.
But has he got the confidence to pull it off? And wannabe superstar David bears all. But will his love of partying cost him his dream?
I can't believe how, aggressive that text is. What an unprofessional prick you are. You're a total arsehole. Don't come near me or my studio again.
It's sales season at the Metro Centre, and all the shops are fighting for the attention of the bargain hunters. But for the real penny pinchers, you can't get a better deal than at the pound shops. 21-year-old shop assistant Liam has been stacking shelves and manning the tills in Poundland for the past year and a half.
Tell us where your USB gadgets on, things like that.
So just on the back wall, do you want to show you?
Ah, you think
Right,
main
come
one.
down this way. I think a few years ago, Poundland was looked down it, but now everyone shops there now.
That's got to be worth the putting date on it. Keyboard Hoover.
Definitely worth a pound.
Be worth a quid. Yeah.
I see myself having a career in Poundland because I'm already getting more responsibilities. So hopefully in next year I can be promoted to supervisor. Donna, is this your favourite section?
No, the one with the condoms is mine, where is it?
It's, yeah.
Oh, that one here.
I do working there because I do enjoy it. The people are lovely. I like working with, don't have the most because we just have a laugh.
Liam loves his job, even if it means dealing with some tricky customers.
Who brought the leg? The shoes one's down. Do you want to get a different one? I'll come down with you and you can pick.
Liam works part-time and money is a big worry.
I'm contracted 16 hours, but I would love a lot more hours. Because the only way to get more hours is obviously if you do overtime or getting promoted to senior sales. I would like more money now, but obviously you've just got to wait until it's your turn.
With shifts hard to come by, Liam grabs all the hours he can get, including overtime.
Sarah, who gets overtime all the time? Thank you. He is the overtime thief.
I've been in that, me and Donna get the overtime.
Can you start a couple hours earlier, Donna? Yeah, of course, I'm going to say yes, but you on the door knocking. Next, please.
If you don't ask, you don't get.
Every penny Liam earns at Poundland counts, as most of it goes towards an expensive hobby.
Isabella. This is Isabella. I've had her for 5 years, coming up in July. Isabella's probably the biggest part of my life, really, apart from my family. You can trust her compared to humans. Is the one Isabella hangs around with. This is who she loves. And this is the horse I also want to buy if I got more hours. I would say when I'm around horses, I'm more myself, I'm more relaxed. I probably keep my guard up in the city when I'm with the horses and that, I just relax and act normal. obviously she takes like a large chunk of my wage, so it's constant money, like looking after them. Stay here. And obviously if they get injured and that, it's a lot. And obviously got to buy their feed, their bedding. She could do with a brush, mind.
Go, girl. Show me what you're thinking. Come on, girl. I wanna watch you dancing.
23-year-old aspiring model and musician David used to work part-time in the Metro Centre's menswear store Tucci.
I do a bit of the blue steel.
But his hard party lifestyle
Yeah, I was on it last night.
cost him his job.
I can't go in and come too off your face.
Instead of looking for more work in retail, David's decided to chase his dreams of stardom by going for a full-time gig as a catwalk model.
It's Newcastle Fashion Week coming up, so hopefully get some work through it, get noticed by a few clients and get a few job bookings, so fingers crossed.
It's alright. Cool guys, if you come to this end.
This is a bit more glamorous than the Metro Centre. This is the sort of thing I want to be doing, you know, just what I like, it's just like glamorous and dramatic, you know what I mean, and just like pushing the boundaries and just doing something different with yourself.
Oh, you bring me joy, yeah, you bring me sadness, so you bring my love.
If he gets selected, this could set David on the path to bigger and better things. All he has to do is show up and walk.
You've got to keep your head up and like your posture and like just like your focus forward. But you don't want to look too stiff, you know, you've got to be loose but also like upright, so it's quite hard to get the balance right. I did a bit of a cheesy pose at the end, I think it was a bit too much.
Great walk, you did it perfectly then.
Yeah, nice one.
But yeah, no, great.
Right, thanks very much. Cheers.
Things may be looking up for cash-strapped David, but there's no backup plan should his dreams of fame falter.
I've probably got a penny to rub together, like, really. Like, I'm constantly worrying about money, I'm constantly worrying about failure, like, that's one of my biggest worries, is just, like, what if all these things I'm trying to do now, like, don't pay off in the end and I don't get, like, somewhere with it? That's my biggest worry, it plays on my mind every single day.
Despite his fears, David's already thinking about his next master plan to hit the big time. He wants to represent Newcastle in the UK's most high-profile beauty contest.
I'm planning on applying for Mr. England, like, because I think it'd be good for my profile if I win, like.
Name, email, cock size.
It's a long shot, but David thinks if he gets selected for Mr. England, the exposure will take him a step closer to a life of fame and fortune.
Say a cheesy dick.
Talents.
Men.
Ambitions. No. Occupation, job.
Men.
Dual queue, no. No. I'm just trying to do as much as I can, really, to open as many doors as possible and do as many opportunities as I can to, like, get myself out there in the industry and just get my name heard, you know what I mean?
It's been a busy week in Poundland, and Liam is in high spirits.
Do you want to do a bit of dancing?
You want to do a bit of dancing?
Come on, let's do a bit of dancing.
Do not touch me, buddy. I'll shove this broom somewhere.
He's managed to blag an extra 14 hours in overtime, which couldn't come at a better moment.
I'm really happy that I'm getting the extra hours because I'm going to Mallorca for 9 days with my sister, so I'll be able to afford to do stuff while I'm there.
Boss Will is keen to make sure he gets back in one piece.
Don't you go out there and get too sort of, you need to be back fit and refreshed and suntan, you know, so you're not in the clubs till 6 in the morning sleeping all day.
Nah, don't.
See you later.
I might send you a postcard, actually.
No mucky postcards, though.
No bother.
See you later.
Bye. The two most important things in my life are holidays and horses. I come off my last holiday in October and booked this holiday up straight away. So the day I come off, I'll be looking at the flights and might even book them up.
One of the reasons Liam loves holidays so much is because he has an ambition to work abroad.
When I'm abroad, I would either like to become a holiday rep or maybe even a transfer rep. Or even maybe just work in a bar.
I think Liam would be a good holiday rep.
I think I would be an alright holiday rep.
Later on at the pub, Liam's Shoplife mates quiz him on his dreams of escaping the Metro Centre.
Is that what you wanted to do?
I since I was about 13, but then I got into horses.
I could see you being a holiday rep.
But with Poundland, it's like, probably within the next year I've got a chance of going up like supervisor, and then that's like full-time hours and...
Do you see yourself at Poundland in the long run? Because having that on your CV of working away as like a rep, like opens millions of doors for you. If somebody came in with a CV that said worked at Poundland, but then someone came in with a CV that said worked at Poundland and worked away in the summer as a holiday rep, I'd be like, I'm definitely more interested in them. You're ambitious, you're independent.
Yeah. The only thing that's putting us off is obviously I've got a horse, so I'm stuck in that kind of...
Is it literally stopping you or is
Aye.
it But do you feel like that's you making up excuses not to go? But do you not think it's like, oh, actually, I'm a little bit scared and I'm not really sure how it's going to go. Oh, I can't go, I've got a horse.
Aye.
Do I put on my CV that I've got a horse or do I put on my CV that I work? Hey, your horse is a
The
commitment.
perfect thing would be like live abroad with the horse, but...
Seafood yakimeshi for each of you. So seafood fried rice.
22-year-old Helen has been waiting tables at sushi restaurant Ikuzi for the last 6 months.
I'm not very good with chopsticks. That's not one of my strengths. If I was you, I would
But all along, she's been harbouring more glamorous ambitions.
I'd love to be a model. I was a child model when I was younger.
After being spotted at the Metro Centre's fashion show,
It's brilliant. Is that the first time ever on the catwalk?
a local model agency put her to the test.
I think that I could get you work.
I'm really, really excited. I think that's the best news that could have come out of this day, really.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, well done, Helen. Thank you.
I got my decision for modelling today. I got in.
Are you now a proper model?
When you get your first job, that's when you class yourself as a proper model.
But while Helen waits for the phone to ring, she concentrates on keeping her day job at Ikuzi and is keen to impress her boss. Today, she's organising a special promotion to draw in more customers. And the first thing she has to do is get the word out.
Toaster only? Is that only? It looks wrong.
Helen has roped in her mum and friend to give her a hand, but they're more interested in shopping.
What? No, man. Oh, that's why I told you to come in early. I told you this, man.
I'm done.
Oh.
We'll shop later. It's fine.
I know, but we're in early, that's what I'm getting a bit early. Ask you to come in as early as you can to see hands on your flowers. Literally, you've got to just tell them that's a sushi day happening. If people say no, you've got to ask them why. And then if they say because we don't like it, and say, have you tried it? I'll get the leaflets, hang on.
Come down here to support Helen. It looks like we're doing leaflets now. We've got no choice. I've got to have a face on, so it's got to be done, isn't it? Well then. Right. Right.
Good luck to them. They don't even know what they're talking about.
I'm going to kill up with Primark will just nick off the Primark now. I'm going to be like, take this leaflet now and get down to Cozy and eat some food.
Tell them those topics, babe.
I mean, this day is really important to me because I know Cho wants a lot of business on the sushi side of things. And obviously, I like working for my boss, so I mean, the more people we get in, the better. Hiya, have you ever tried sushi before? No?
Right, the Japanese people are the ones to get. Excuse me, you looking for anywhere to eat today? No. Excuse me, do you like Japanese food?
Not really, no.
No? Oh, God. You're interested? Please?
Have you ever tried sushi before?
Have I tried what?
Sushi.
No.
You ever wanted to try it?
No.
Do you know what it is?
No.
You don't know what it is?
And I don't care.
Having done her best to spread the word,
Get your menus.
all Helen has to do is wait.
Quite a few customers in now. I'm really, really proud. I don't know whether it's been me or my mum.
It turns out that Shoplife mate John is a closet sushi fan.
But we pop down.
Yay! Yay! I gave them leaflets and just come in.
So, I don't know what this is. What is that?
Here we go.
It smells worse than it is.
This is absolutely amazing.
I'll never go back to Asda ever again.
See you later.
Bye.
And finally, a busy lunchtime draws to an end.
I feel really good about it. I mean, we've had quite a few customers in that haven't actually been here before, so hopefully they'll come back, you know. Obviously they've experienced the sushi now and hopefully they've liked it and they will come back for more. I think because it's me that's kind of designing the whole thing and people have been attracted to it, so it's been a good start.
Although the day has been a success, Helen still has her sights set for a life in the spotlight. Liam's on his lunch break and meets David to get some advice on whether he should pursue his dream job.
Next couple of years, if I haven't progressed or I would probably consider going being housewife.
But I think while you're young, you should just do it. I would just do it, mate. That's my advice. I mean, I've never been like a holiday club rep or anything, but like I've done like all sorts of promotion, and it is like a really exciting job. You know what I mean?
Can it be like intimidating?
Sometimes it depends, like because obviously you're dealing with people who are drunk. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
If you're dealing with people who are pissed and like they're in your face and people jumping around, like you know what I mean?
Like once I've done something, I'm alright. It's just actually doing it.
Well, you can come with me tonight and do some flyer work if you want, and I'll just show you the basic ropes. You know what I mean? I've been doing it for years, so I know what I'm doing. I think with it on the street promotion will get you like your banter up and like your confidence to like be dealing with people. So.
But I'm at year 10.
Aye. So we'll just see how we get on. Be up for that.
Aye.
See you soon.
Right. See you later.
It's a date, but back at Poundland, a nervy Liam gets cold feet.
I've kind of changed my mind. I don't really want to do it. I just don't think, like, hand out leaflets on Newcastle is a good job. Abroad, it's totally different in Newcastle.
But sometimes all a Poundland employee needs is a little confidence boost.
If you can save customers on a till, I'm sure you can give a few leaflets out. You do shop focus, yeah? Would you like some Kit Kats? Would you like leaflets? Same thing?
No, not really.
It is?
I think you need to prove yourself. I mean, you're scared, I know you are, but you're not known until you do it.
Yeah.
Just get the guts and do it.
With his Poundland pals' words ringing in his ears, Liam decides to hit the streets.
So it's normally £4 to get in, £2 guest list. But if you go to a group of girls and you give them a bit of patter and you like, think, I can get these in, say, oh, girls, I'll get them half price, I'll get them for £2 each, and just like, have a cheat you fun with it, you know what I mean?
Like, he's so confident, but I'm not. So...
You are?
I'm not mad.
How you find this? You out?
I'm alright.
Oh, let's loosen you up. Get the shoulders loose, show it.
It's alright there? She's gonna come to Beyond, it's $1.20 drink, get you in for like £2 each.
That might be great. Yeah, that's great.
£1 each, yeah?
I'm sure we could do a pint then.
Right. It's only $1.20 drink.
You've got a really cute voice.
Have I?
Thank you. Yeah. What's your name?
Liam. What's yours?
Claire.
Claire.
Sarah. Oh, well, I know, I couldn't have that's my name.
What's your name?
Sarah.
Hey, Sarah.
Nice to meet you,
Right,
Liam.
just come back out.
Please do.
Hey girls, where are you going for drinks tonight?
Jack Jack's.
She's not going to go to Beyond, it's Hustle.
Go on then, why not?
I feel a lot better that I don't want on my own, and I don't know why I was like worrying all day today.
You're a totally different person when you first walked in, like. You're shaking everything.
Just like worried about nothing.
The only thing, like, so you've got like the comments out to approach people. The next thing you need to do is just like get the fucking energy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you just like jumping around, like, hi guys, where you going? Like, make yourself known. That's all you've needed is a bit of guidance and a bit of a confidence boost. So hopefully you've had it nice. And like, I'm proud of you. You've done really well with it.
23-year-old sweet-toothed John works at Sugar Haven Krispy Kreme. It's a marriage made in heaven.
It's a bit like being a kid in a candy store. Got very sweet tooth. Well known for eating just raw sugar. I think my maximum within a day. I think it was about 26 original glazed in one day. And that's not trying to do a challenge. That's just because they were there.
However, at work, not everything is sweetness and light. Stuck with a 0-hour contract, John has been struggling to get enough shifts.
Not exactly happy about the hours, obviously. I want full-time hours. I would love to have a 40-hour week every single week. It's just unfortunate that the business is a bit slow at the moment. It's just a dull period.
But today he has his quarterly review.
John, have you got a minute, pal?
And John has his heart set on a promotion, which would guarantee him the hours he desperately needs.
Right, okay, so it's that time of the year again.
Yeah.
Well, the last few months, you kind of like, you know, drifted into the background quite a bit.
Is there anything specific that I'm not doing?
Yeah. You're doing a fantastic customer service. You're not doing Krispy Kreme style customer service and experience. Right, you're not going that extra mile. You know, this is Krispy Kreme. Great customer service, it ain't enough. It needs to be, you know, great plus one. If you're serious about wanting to be a team leader in the future, that's the one big thing that I've noticed. You know, you need to try and, you know, push every hour that you're here, just kind of push yourself a little bit harder and just make yourself almost seem indispensable. You know, you need to make it like, this shift can't cope without me.
For now, John's hopes of a Krispy Kreme promotion are on hold.
This has pulled me back down to earth and made me realise that no matter how much I work at scrubbing tables clean and making sure shelves are stocked, that's not going to help me get anywhere.
Following his review, John has decided if he wants to earn more cash, he needs a plan B.
I've had quite a roller coaster of emotion. Maybe this isn't for me. I want to be independent, do things for myself. I want to be my own boss.
And he has something in mind.
Well, I kind of grew up around food my entire life. My mum was a chef, my dad was a baker, and now I've just always done baking all my life.
John was recently commissioned to bake a birthday cake for his friend Joey.
Okay, so that is the cake. Do you like it?
Outstanding, man.
And made the grand sum of £15.
See you later, John.
How it goes?
Yep, we'll do.
Hopefully she enjoys it.
She will do, I bet.
But now John's decided to try make some extra cash from his famous cupcakes.
Don't they look yummy?
But is Newcastle ready for his unique concoctions? Armed with a batch of fairy cakes, John's off to see whether his Shoplife mates think he can make money from baking.
The whole point of me doing this and handing out the cakes, finding out what people would like pay for the cakes.
His first guinea pig is hairdresser Emma.
Hello. I just thought I'd pop by. I've got some cakes. I thought you'd like to try some, maybe.
Oh, yes. Wow.
It's a strawberry cupcake with a balsamic.
Vinegar?
Yeah.
In a cake?
Yeah. Go on, try them. Yeah. Glad you like it.
Next up in the taste test is Joey.
Oh, it's not bad, that though. Good cook.
Like it, yeah?
Yeah, man. It's very good, man.
Yeah.
And finally, who better to test on than Abby?
Hello.
The fashionista with a taste for the finer things in life.
These are the Italian strawberry. Okay, take a nice big bite. That's it. Good.
What's in the middle?
Balsamic strawberry compote. And then the icing on top is basil buttercream icing.
That is nice. That is really nice.
How much roughly would you spend on them?
Probably about £2.50, £3.
Really? Yeah, individual cake.
Yeah.
I think the taste test this one's gone really well. The fact that she said like £3 for a cake, I was like, are you insane? I didn't really want to say that to her, but I wouldn't pay that for a cake, and I make them. But if people are willing to pay that, then that sort of shows me that the market is there and that they will spend the money. I'm pretty certain that I would be able to make a profit and be able to sell the products.
John's fairy cakes aren't the only thing that could turn heads in Newcastle this week. David's had a call from the model agency, offering him 4 days modelling at Fashion Week. A real coup for a broke fame seeker.
I'm just getting ready for when I'm famous, and I have one. This is the dream. All I need now is just like a girl with like big blonde curly hair blown all in the wind with big shades on. You know what I mean?
Some of the biggest talent scouts attend the regional fashion weeks, so David needs to give it his all to stand a chance of making his big break.
I went mint, smashed it really, like, I was really confident, really happy with my outfits. It was so like fast-paced, and the energy backstage was like immense. It was like literally like coming off, like tie straight off, like shoes flowing off. It's the end of the week and I'm on top of the world now. I've gone from the lowest point ever to the highest point in a week, and it's a minute. It just shows that you can turn it around if you have the right attitude in your head, you know what I mean? So I'm going to keep this up, definitely.
For David, every little success is rewarded with a night out, even if he has to be up early next morning looking his best for the catwalk. Tonight he's invited some of his Shoplife mates to watch him perform at a local club. After a heavy night of partying and a day on the catwalk, worse for wear David texts his agency to see if he can duck out of work. He doesn't get a warm response.
I can't believe how like aggressive that text is. What an unprofessional prick you are. You're a total arsehole, don't come near me or my studio again. That's ridiculous. Yeah. Just because I asked if there was another model could do the show tomorrow instead of me. Like all I was expecting was, no, you need to do it's too short notice, in which case I would have done the job. Or yeah, that's fine. When I was younger, like partying, it was mint, but now, like, seriously, like every time I have a night out, like I only have a night out once in a while now, something goes wrong. Something bad happens, like as a repercussion of the night out. It's like 1 step forward, 2 step back all the time.
Sushi waitress Helen, on the other hand, is a model of professionalism. She's arrived extra early to Belsay Hall in Northumberland, having won her first real modelling gig.
Kind of don't know what to expect. All I got told is to bring some shoes and underwear. I mean, to be honest, I don't actually know much about what's going on. They haven't given you much information. They've kind of just said, like, be here for a certain time. And that's it. I'll probably be modelling bin bags or something for all I know. Oh my god. No, definitely not. A college workshop. What the fuck am I in for here? I can't be here for a college workshop. I don't think it's got anything to do with us. I hope it's not got anything to do with us. Like, loads of school kids came in and we were just like, I hope we're not doing it, like, for them. Yeah, you are. What? Yeah. Are we? Oh, really?
Today, Helen will be modelling for a group of trainee fashion photographers.
There's a lot of students who want to be photographers, so obviously they're practicing on us to kind of get a fashion insight, really. It's obviously doing fashion design and fashion photography.
Despite her initial concerns, Helen soon gets into the swing of things.
I've had a really good day. It's been different. It's just been dolled up and dressed up. You just feel the part. You just feel like you're having a really good time. If you've got like a beginning photographer, you've got to kind of help them do it. So because I want to be a model, she wants to be a photographer, we both work together really well, so it's been really good. And then people give me feedback saying that you're really good, just boosts your confidence even more, so it's mint.
It's been good for her portfolio, but this job was unpaid. So for the foreseeable future, Helen is going to be serving sushi.
I mean, for me, this week's been really, really difficult. It's been juggling, work, modelling, doing castings, everything like that. I mean, so far, I've obviously had to spend money on getting cover. I've had to spend money on taxi fares. Is it worth it? Am I going to get somewhere in the end or not? And I don't know. It's really hard picking whether you would choose your career or your dream. You know, it's something I don't think I could ever choose until I actually crossed it.
No more Poundland for 9 days, as Liam and his sister are off to Magaluf, and it doesn't take them long to get into party mood. Liam comes on holiday twice a year, but this time he has a different agenda. Instead of going straight to the bar, he has spotted some holiday reps and wants to get in on the action.
So what makes you want to become a holiday rep?
Just like really living abroad and
living the lifestyle of being in Spain, is that what you want? What do you do back at home?
I just work in a shop in Poundland.
No disrespect to Poundland, but that's a dead-end job in my eyes. You're not going to go any further, are you? Do you enjoy getting out of bed and going to work in the morning? Do you like the person you work for?
I do like working there because I do enjoy it. The people are lovely. Just obviously I do want to do this. So I need to do this now rather than later.
Yeah. Me, Jack and Chelsea, we've got a bar crawl tonight. Yeah. We'd be more than happy for you if you'd like to come down and get yourself involved as well. If we throw you into the deep end, don't worry, I'm not going to let you drown. You do look a little bit nervous, Eileen, but it's one of them things that you've got to do and you've got to compromise if you do want to become a holiday rep. As long as you try, you don't have to be perfect.
Give it a go.
Don't worry, we'll help you the rest of the way.
Right.
Thank you very much.
I'll see you later.
Yeah. Right.
See you later.
Hopefully see you tonight. Alex is at 8 o'clock.
In Newcastle, all fired up by his cake tasting session, aspiring fairy cake mogul John is keen to get selling. But first, his sister Molly drags him off to visit their mum, who used to run a cake stall herself, for some professional advice.
I'd say Mum kind of clarify some of the questions. What about like pricing the cakes and things?
So make sure you do listen to her and you take everything she says on board and like you remember exactly what she says to you and why she's saying it. She's saying it for a reason. Like remember she has done something similar before.
I know.
So just listen, take it all in.
I'll try my best not to be stupid.
Yeah, because you are way too stubborn half the time.
Yeah, I know. I'm bad for that.
Yeah.
I know.
Biggest flaw.
Cheers. Loud mouth. Hi, Mum.
I'll do some cupcakes for Michelle. Some Newcastle ones. Cow. Thank you, Mum.
I love that cow.
You mug a cow. This is really fun. It's good.
I haven't tried it yet. Makes a change.
It's not as moist as normal. Like I say, I think it's just because I was out with the dog and I left it in too long.
I've missed your beetroot brownies though.
Well, they're just better for you because they've got fat in and they're in sugar.
It's the fact that they taste so good, but you know they're better for you.
Cut down a bit.
It's not so much my eating habits that's bad, it's the lack of exercise that's bad.
It's not your eating habits that are bad. Right, okay.
This is
Most
the
of the
guy
time.
that eats about 20 Krispy Kremes a week now.
I don't.
You're going to end up like your mother because genetically...
Not good genes.
Not good.
I know.
Only with a full stomach, is it time to get down to business.
I love food. I love making food. You know fine well that I've always kind of had this whole thing of I want to be my own boss. I just want to start like with baking from home and selling my cakes through Facebook and things like that, like online. But I'm not sure on how to price things. So that was a big thing that I really wanted to ask you about was...
What you do is you base it on, say if you're making a batch of 12 cakes.
Yeah.
So you know how much butter, how much flour, how much sugar that you're going to use. So if you're saying 12 cakes would be, say, 30 pence worth of flour.
Right, okay.
Roughly 30 pence worth of sugar.
Yeah.
you're looking at about probably 3 eggs, so you're looking at about £1 because you're only going to be using free range. Or else you're no child of mine. You're looking at about £1.41. That's before you've got any profit.
Yeah.
So you really
if I
need to charge
£2
£2 a cake.
All the feedback I've got of everyone is that they pay in the region of £2 to £4, to be honest.
You've got to think of the time aspect for all of this. I mean, it takes hours and hours and hours. When I was doing the market stalls, I was working, I was doing the market stalls, I was having to take a day off the day before I did the market to produce produce just for a market stall. It's really tiring.
Oh, I know.
I can't emphasise how exhausting it is.
I know how exhausting it is, Mum, because I've grown up with you doing it.
On the strip in Magaluf, an anxious Liam turns up for his trial with the holiday reps.
Are you good? Confident? Looking forward to tonight? New experience for you anyway, we'll see how we get you going. Anyway, I've got your t-shirt. Right. You know, that's Chelsea from that we were with yesterday, so he's going to be with her again tonight.
Don't be nervous.
Just so you guys know, this is only the meeting spot. We are waiting for the rest of the gang to come and join us. Very short.
I'm feeling scared because obviously I don't know what I expect. It's just getting like up at first, but as night goes on it should get better, so hopefully.
The crew don't waste any time before throwing him into the deep end.
We have a newbie to the group. This is Liam. This is Liam's first year. Liam is seeing if he has what it takes to be a rep. So don't go easy on him. Don't make life easy. Get him smashed. Let's have a good evening, boys and girls. Liam's one of your reps.
And before long, Liam gets his first taste of a rep's life.
We're going to crack straight on to one of the first games. So the reps are going to give me 5 boys and 5 girls. Let's get it going. Come on. Make some noise! Missionary! Missionary! Well, here we go again. Come on, boys. Show it. Hey, how's Liam getting on? Is Liam proving his use? Come on, son.
Liam, Barcrow, make some fucking noise!
You say Liam, make some fucking noise!
By midnight, Liam has relaxed into the role.
Augie, Augie, Augie! Augie, Augie, Augie!
I'm finding it like really enjoyable, where before I done it I was
A little bit nervous.
crap scared.
Cropping yourself ready for it. Well, now you've got on it anyway, you realise it's not as bad as what you think it is. Once you get on the same level as everybody else, you have just as much fun with them, if not more. To be honest with you, I think I have more fun than them.
You probably do. I really enjoyed it. It was a really surprise, actually. I thought I would absolutely hate it, but actually really, really loved it.
We're throwing him in the deep end, and I'll actually give the lad his dues. He's got stuck in, and he's actually having a good night. He has got the potential to be a very, very good rep. Just at this minute in time, he's just that little bit too quiet, that little bit too shy. But we will get that out of him. After a few more crawls, we will get him to the standard he needs to be at. Let's go fucking mental! Let's go fucking mental!
The following morning, Liam has some decisions to make.
So are you just going to stay out here now and I'll just get the plane home on my own? And you know, it's in a pound land.
I would really like to stay here.
It's a running theme then, isn't it? You whinge and then you try something and you can't do it. It's just the before bit that you kind of cope with. It's not actually doing it.
The only thing stopping us is the horse. If I didn't have a horse, I wouldn't he come back? No, I think I'll come home and think about it.
In Newcastle, it's Monday morning, and 18-year-old style queen Abby makes her way to work at the Metro Centre. For the last year, she's been working part-time in high-end fashion store Van Mildert, but struggled to survive on her low wages.
I literally have no money left. I normally get like Estee Lauder makeup and I've had to go to high street makeup.
With no promotion on the horizon, Abby decided to swap heels for wheels and try her hand at car sales, but was short of one crucial qualification.
You haven't got a driver's licence. You see, you couldn't even go on a test drive. Yeah, you've got to have one.
But on the day of the driving test, she came up short.
Absolutely got it.
Not everybody passes first time, Abby.
Her instructor may have been philosophical about it.
Don't cry for me, Argentina.
But for Abby, it's the end of the road for her promising car sales career. So today, she's back to the shop floor in Van Mildert and back to square one.
I breathe and bleed Van Mildert.
Apple's slowly, like, dying and deteriorating. It's really bad. It's been a shit month. It's been a shit year. Like, I like working here. You just need to make sure that you don't miss opportunities like I did. Because I've been given opportunities, I just haven't took them. So, I've got no one to blame but myself. But at the end of the day, I'm still only 18, so I've still got, like, loads to do. Still got enough time on my hands, I suppose.
But best friend Evie can see right through Abby's brave face.
I feel really sorry for her. She just like lost all of her self-confidence, and as a friend that's a horrible thing to see, because people do look at Abby and put a label on her like, oh, ditzy blonde, can't do nothing, like, and that upsets us.
To take her mind off her woes, Evie treats her to a trip to the fairground. And it doesn't take long for Abby to get back to her old self.
Ain't nobody fresher with my click, 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 click. And all of bad bitches, man, they want that. Yeah, I'm talking me. Talking me. Talking me. I'm talking Boston.
I ain't talking to me. You ain't too short, you can't be talking to me.
So my next say.
Bitch, that's my check say. Lost my homie for a decade.
There's lights on and everything.
Joined by friend Sam, the girls enroll in a session of shock therapy.
Hey, Sammy! Bloody hell! I don't like it, I don't like it, I don't like it, I really, really don't fucking like it. Oh my god! Oh my god! You didn't say one fucking
Can I only stay with you one more night? And I know I said it a million times.
Evie appears to have scared the life back into Abby.
You ripped my hand! I've got it! It's in my body! Oh my god! That's how you have to punch it in! Bloody hell, man! Come here, okay? I'm a broken woman. You're not a broken woman! It's not even your own thing! That was awful. That was mean. I love that.
Kicked off his modelling job, things don't look good for David, and alarm bells are ringing for his mum and dad.
Basically, like, you know, I was doing night modelling and I had loads of work on.
Yeah.
But basically, like, well, I've basically been kicked out of my agency. But I'll tell you the story.
Sitting there, like, laughing and sniggering because, like, you didn't turn up.
I'm not laughing.
You were, though. You were sniggering.
I wasn't. I know. I'm embarrassed about it, and like, I know I've come across unprofessional, and I don't want people to think that of us.
But didn't you learn your lesson from the shop?
When you're doing one thing, you should try your best and do a good job at it, and not half-hearted at everything that you're doing.
Like, I'm not giving up, and I'm trying my hardest to try and do something.
Well,
like,
this is what I want to hear. I don't want to hear you just laughing and sniggering about things. You need to get serious.
Yeah, I know. I know. The way I've seen myself and how, like, I've kept making mistakes and stuff, I just need to, like, be a more responsible, like, professional person. I've got my CVs printed out. I'm just going through town now and just basically just, like, looking for any work I get, really. I can't be choosy. I've had a real wake-up call this week with everything of just how much of a dick I've become and just not the way I was brought up, and I just really want to change my attitude. Oh, Jordan's phone's ringing. I think this is Mr. England ringing. Hello? Yeah, David speaking, yeah. Right, thank you. Right, cheers, bye. Bye-bye. Thanks, bye. I'm only representing Newcastle and Mr. England. That's quite a surprise, like.
Undeterred by his mum's words of warning, aspiring baker John has decided to take the plunge. He's going to sell cakes at Quayside Market.
Got a market stall on Sunday. It's my first real challenge as a, like, trying my own business idea out. This is the big cook-off day. I'm just gonna make all the cakes today, and then this evening and tomorrow I'm gonna be icing them all ready for the events over the weekend. 4 flavours I've came up with is my health cake, which is a honey and oatmeal cupcake, a cinnamon sweet potato cake, a mocha cupcake, and then the final one I'm doing is a beetroot and chocolate cake.
Sunday morning, and John and his sister have arrived early to set up his stall.
I want as close to perfect as I can.
Between the ingredients and the pitch, John has forked out a whopping £100 from his wages. But if his concoctions are a hit, it might be a profitable investment and give him the exposure he needs for his new business venture.
With it being good weather, hopefully there's going to be a lot of people. Hopefully there'll be a lot of passers-by who will be intrigued by the cupcakes. Would you like to try a sample there? Would you like to try a sample?
After his lengthy research into pricing, John has decided to charge £2.50 a cupcake.
These ones here with the palm violet icing.
Although not short of tasters, 2 hours in and John is still struggling to convert samples into sales.
You want to try some cupcakes, guys?
Why not? There are several other cake stalls at this market, so John checks out the competition.
Hiya. So I've gone to the stall down the way, so I'm just going to have a look at what everyone else is doing. And like, this is my first market, so I'm learning, obviously, from what everyone else is doing around me, so... Alright, so... £1.50 a cupcake. Selling cupcakes for £1.50. That seems to be the staple price. So I think I have to drop them now when I get back to £1.50, otherwise I'm not going to compete.
With prices dropped, stock starts to shift.
I'll go with the bacon and banana, please.
Go with the bacon and banana. Not that that's out there. Big sale. I love it.
But John left it too late and missed the lunchtime trade. With plenty of cakes left, John takes drastic action.
50p a cupcake? Like a cupcake? It's 50p a cupcake? Anyone? 50p a cupcake? Maybe what would have been better for me would have came down with a tray of just a few samples and just gave them out with business cards, but hey ho, I'll try to make some money, but it's 50p a cupcake there, because that's 10p change. 10p change for the lady.
Despite a final flurry of bargain hunters, John has made a loss of £35.
I really did hope that I would do well and I'd be able to go, look ma'am, I did a market and it did go well. I've made a loss, I've put all this time and effort in, haven't really got anything back. Now I've got to look at it in a positive light. Yeah, okay, I haven't broke even, but hopefully I'll get future business, which, you know, is better than nothing really. Definitely. Do you want to book a taxi there, love?
Liam leaves the sunshine behind him and returns to rainy Newcastle.
Oh, it's all freezing.
Are you glad to be home?
Not really, not with this grey cloud and freezing cold.
Oh my god.
So this is yours, I've made the hand.
Oh, I like that. How was your holiday then?
Done club repping.
Go hard, go
which was really good actually.
Do you fancy doing the holiday repping properly?
In an ideal world, I would like to do holiday repping from April till November and then go back to Poundland November till April. So what?
Not an ideal world, yeah.
So what would your advice be?
You've got to think where you're going to have the money coming in all the time. But it's up to him what he wants to do. I wouldn't stop him from being a holiday rep if that's what he wanted to do. He would be better off staying at Poundland because at least he knows he's got a wage coming in every week. And these days you've got to be thankful to have a job these days, so...
A couple of days later, Liam has made up his mind and he's off to break the news to his boss.
So, I'm aware that you've sort of had another career choice in your mind.
When I went on holiday, I'd done the holiday repping, and I think the best thing would be to stay. Poundland, it's like stability, because obviously I've got a horse. So I see my future with Poundland moving up.
That is going to be a really good move for you.
I tried the holiday rep now, but I didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I would. I'm happy with Poundland, so I'll just stay at Poundland.
David has a few weeks to prepare for the male beauty contest, Mr. England.
Like the legend of the phoenix.
You look at this sort of thing. Yeah, smash.
All ends with beginnings.
Yeah, I want Mr. England title because, like, it's a really big, prestigious award, and I've got that on my CV. Then, like, people are going to be interested in working with us. Do you know what I mean? We're going to look like James Bond, and there's going to be a buzz around my name. So, like, it's going to be easy to like network within the industry, whether it's modelling or music. If I'm getting myself out there, then I'm hoping someone's going to pick us up.
The competition calls for a number of different looks.
Obviously, it's going to be better with like the atmosphere and the lights and everything.
Everything from James Bond to Midnight Cowboy.
How is it wear hats like that?
Did it?
And Shoplife pal Shelley is offering advice.
I don't think you're going to get better than that, like, are you? What do you think?
You could like tip your hat and be like, howdy.
Thanks, man.
Yeah?
Let me escort you down the Mississippi River.
But David's most important look is his birthday suit.
Fucking haven't been in the gym in so long, I need to get back in shape.
One outfit he can't buy in the Metro Centre.
Let's get serious.
Let's get fucking on it.
Mate Dan comes along for moral support.
Right. This is for your country, man. 1 Mr. Newcastle. 2 Mr. Newcastle. 3 Mr. Newcastle.
You're so embarrassing, man.
Well, you are Mr. Newcastle.
Shut up, man. Cheers anyway for being a shit gym partner.
Yeah, it's alright, Mr. Newcastle, anytime.
Shut up.
David's big day has arrived.
Gentlemen, welcome to your Mr. England experience.
I really do want to win. Like, I need something to change my life. I just don't want to work at a clothes shop for much longer. Like, I just feel like I've got more to offer.
It's an absolute pleasure to be here this evening, and we have 10 gorgeous guys backstage, all competing for the very prestigious title of Mr. England 2013.
The final test is to address the audience with a self-written speech.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is David Stoker. I'm 24 years of age. I'm 24 years old, and I'm a singer and songwriter. And I've just fuck.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Luke Bellamy.
I'm an aspiring singer and songwriter.
Hi there. My name is Robert Dorr.
And I recently.
I'm a very keen optimist.
I'm a singer and songwriter, and I also have a degree in popular music and music business. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is David Stoker. I'm 24 years old and I represent Newcastle. As I say, it's been an honour to be here tonight. I'm a singer and songwriter and I have a degree in popular music and music business. Thank you very much.
It's results time. But has David done enough to prove he's got what it takes to be crowned Mr. England?
Hopefully I've done enough to get even the top 3, top 5. But we'll just see how the night all pans out, you know what I mean?
So, third place in the Mr. England 2013 competition is David Stoker.
Oh my god, that was amazing. Like, I didn't win, but I came away with third place, and it's amazing. Like, I think my parents will be proud of it. Like, through all the shit that's gone on in the past few months, it's just like, probably like, topped it off and made it amazing. It's just like, I'm just over the moon. Really, I'm happy.
It's been a roller coaster few months for the Shoplife friends, and the Metro Centre has seen it all. In recent months, Helen has got herself a new agent, David has been signed to model Fake Tan, and Joey has become a full-time barber.
I would never ever want to work in retail again, as long as I live.
The rest of the Shoplife mates are still serving on the shop floor.
What size are you, 32?
Oh, is your seat okay in the back? Still dreaming of bigger and better things.
That was 2 strawberry glass.
Lovely, thanks very much.
And Abby still can't afford to live the life she wants.
If I was to buy one, I'd get the cream, but I'm planning on trying to lay off handbags for a while.